Hello greets, freaks and makeup geeks, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So today's video was supposed to be a really short tutorial on how to block out your eyebrows, but idiot here forgot to turn on the microphone for both this video and the video I was doing the eyebrows for. Whoops! So basically, quick introduction explanation. So blocking out your eyebrows is basically the process of covering them up so that you can use that area of your face for other things. For example, drag queens do it where they cover up their eyebrows and draw them on higher or in a different expression. And if you're doing face paint, you'll do a similar thing. Get rid of your real eyebrows to change the look of your face. Alternatively, if you're using a prosthetic and latex, that kind of thing, that will rip your eyebrow hairs out, whereas this glue can wash out and latex can't. So that's basically the purpose of this video. That's why we block our eyebrows. Yeah, this video was just showing you how to do that. It's going to have to be a voiceover, so the words that the audio isn't going to match my mouth moving, and it's going to kind of be a bit hard for me to remember what I was saying, but we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to have to deal with it. Tutorial still stands. If you like this video, despite the disruption, be sure to give it a like, click subscribe if you haven't already, and with that being said, let's just get into it because this is a mess already. So voiceover mode here. Basically, I'm going to go through what the supplies you need. So you need a glue stick, an eyebrow comb, and some kind of loose setting powder. I recommend translucent powder because that works better for all looks, but I only had a skin shade one, and you just work with what you have. So first of all, you're going to take your glue stick. Where's the glue stick? There you go. And you're going to run it through your eyebrows. Make sure you go both directions. You go up, you go down. Make sure you cover all of your eyebrow hairs as thoroughly as possible. Once you've done that, you're going to take your eyebrow comb and brush all the hairs up flat against your head, making sure on the top part of your brow you go up, and then on the curve you go diagonally. I have really weird shaped brows and struggle with this. They're kind of a bit patchy. I'm also doing my brows one at a time instead of doing them at the same time because my glue stick dries really fast for some reason. And then with the glue, it tends to get all over your face, so you can just take a makeup wipe, or in my case a damp cotton pad, and just wipe away the glue from underneath and around your brows, because if you put foundation powder over this, it can look patchy. So you just want to keep it nice and clean so your face doesn't go all sticky. And you want to do this after every layer basically. I don't think I explained that in the video. And here, don't know why, I was just randomly fanning it dry. And you kind of get the idea, just repeat the process on the other eyebrow. I'm not entirely sure why I included both on camera because it's the same process. So now we're just going to go in with more layers. I was just explaining here that I did about 3 to 4 layers. How many layers you do depends on how you want it to be, depends on how smooth you want it to be, and also depends on how thick your eyebrows are. Mine are quite thin and patchy, as I said, so I don't have to do much. Make sure when you're applying the following layers, you don't go backwards and forwards because that'll undo what you've done. You just brush the glue straight up. This one is literally just coating the brows to add more layers. You don't need to comb through or move it around, you just need to apply another layer. So once you've added more layers to your brows, they can then go in with a powder. So here I think I just zoomed the camera in nice and close, just so you can kind of see how it looks. Anyways, so once they're nice and dry, you're going to take your loose powder, again, preferably a translucent powder. And you can take a sponge or a powder puff, whatever you have to hand. Hello, what are you doing, mate? Get on with this. And you're going to press the powder into the brows over the dried glue, kind of like when you're baking your face. It's to set it all in place and also to fill in any gaps and obviously sort of blend it in a bit. This one, especially being my skin tone or close to my skin tone, just helps it blend into your face a little bit better. Once the powder has set for a little bit, just take a brush and sweep away the excess. Don't brush off the powder on your brows, just all the stuff that's on your face where it shouldn't be, basically. So now we're going to cover it up. So I was using my Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Foundation. This step is kind of optional because it depends on the look you are doing. If you're doing drag makeup, you probably would cover it with foundation. If you're doing a face paint, you'd cover it with your face paint. If you're applying a prosthetic, you might not even need to colour this. So this is an optional step, basically just adding a lot of foundation. This is where I started to notice mine looked really patchy, and obviously adding foundation over powder isn't a great idea, but you work with what you've got, and it is a method that works. You can always add more powder and kind of build up layers afterwards. I don't know what I was waffling on about here, and I think I've done this voiceover wrong, but there you go, blending in that foundation. Wonderful. This seems like me waffling, to be honest, this scene. I don't really know what I was saying or what I was doing, but as you can see, look, no eyebrows. In person you can still see some of the hairs, but obviously if you're building up a look, for example for drag makeup, you're going to be covering it all anyway, usually with like eyeshadow or something, or if it's face paint, it's all going to be covered up anyways. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. I don't know what I was pointing at here. Really don't know. Also ignore the face paint on my face. So yeah, that is it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys might find it useful, despite the fact it's in awkward voiceover form. If you did, be sure to click like, be sure to click subscribe. Leave any questions, comments, concerns, and suggestions for other Goremakeup videos in the description box. The video that I am filming this look for will be linked up there. Ciao.